Yo, what is up YouTube? It's your boy the Caser, and today we're actually going down to the depths of PU because that is the home of my favorite Gen 8 Pokemon to come out of Sword and Shield, Frosmoth. Now, I couldn't tell you why, pinpoint exactly why, but I'm so enamored with this Pokemon. I mean, it does bring in a new typing Ice Bug, which of course has 4 times weak to rocks, and Stealth Rocks is a major problem, but Gen 8 does come with heavy duty boots, so we are actually focusing the team around Frosmoth. Now, this team build is not, it's not really the best of teams, but it's just a team I rock together just to cover some of Frosmoth's big weaknesses, and also cover each other's weaknesses. Now, we have the Frosmoth right here. It is a sweeper set, but it's not really something that I am relying upon, because even after it gets to +1, Frosmoth is still very weak. I mean, if Frosmoth had 100 speed, oh my goodness, it would not be in the menu, I tell you that much. Its speed is its biggest issue, because it's frail, so you can't be slow and frail. That's a death sentence. Also Rhyperior, not Rhyperior, sorry. You can't be slow, frail. You can't be slow and frail. So ask Rampardos. Rampardos knows. I mean, one of the strongest Pokemon in the game in terms of pure attack stat, but I do think it's untiered if it's even available in Gen 8. So I did bring its Stabs and Giga Drain. Now it is weak. It does not do much damage to Ice types, but that's fine. Generally you want Frosmoth to get in mid to late game. So by that point, hopefully the Pokemon have already taken the Steel type out, and there's not a lot of good Steel types in the except for Togedemaru, but you have answers for Togedemaru. So there's like Claydol right here. Claydol is just our physically bulky Pokemon. It does set up rocks. It does spin in case we've got some rocks we have to deal with. Plus Sticky Web shenanigans. I do think I forgot the Mon, but there's this bug type that sets up a lot of I think it's the fairy bug one from Gen 7. I forget its name. Ribombi, yes. I think Ribombi is in this tier, and it does set up Sticky Webs. So Sticky Webs really does hamper Frosmoth, so we really don't want Sticky Webs on our field though. We do have the Rapid Spin, excuse me, and the Leftover, because generally Claydol can live one of anything, unless it's like a boosted super effective hit. So we have the choice specs, Articuno Galarian, Articuno right here. Just there to pick up some Mons. It's just here really to bust holes in the team that Frosmoth can later exploit, because Frosmoth does struggle to get 1-hit KO even at +1. So it is important that there are holes, there are holes busted in the team, which we can accomplish with this, and also the chip damage from the Stealth Rocks right here if we keep them up. Then we have a specially defensive Cell Value, which is actually surprising. I didn't actually think I'd enjoy this as much as I do. It's just here to annoy the opponent. Wars for any setup attempts. I mean, even with this set, there's a lot of Pokemon that struggle to 1-hit KO this Pokemon because has very good stats, very high stats at that. So we have the choice Focus Sash Lycanroc just here to bust holes again in the team. I mean, we do have Accelerock here because I do value priority on my teams, especially since you never know. If I face an enemy Frosmoth, for example, Accelerock just obliterates it from full health, so we aren't scared of anything. And also, there's another reason I brought the Rapid Spin, because we don't want to break Lycanroc's Sash, because Lycanroc can do amazing things when it has its Sash intact. So last but not least, we do have the Choice Scarf Passimian, one of the most standard PU mons I've seen, that I've seen. I mean, Choice Scarf, Knockoff, Earthquake, Close Combat. This is the most generic set that you can come up with, but it's still very good. I wanted a fighting type in this team just to handle the dark types, and also handle a lot of the teams and steel types that we have. I mean, Togedemaru runs scared at the side of this thing, so Togedemaru is really one of the biggest problems for this team, especially Frosmoth, because it can't touch Togedemaru. I mean, if we had Hidden Power in this generation, I mean, I just swapped Giga Drain for Hidden Power Ice, but I do like the Giga Drain because it does say no to any Quagsire that switches in thinking they have a free switching. But let's actually head into some battles. Now, I have played this with this team before, but the videos were corrupted, so I really want to have some video content on this channel, and lo and behold, now we do have to worry about the Lilligant right here, but we have two mons that Lycanroc loves seeing on the field, Charizard and Scyther. But Scyther has the Eviolite, so we have to think carefully before we go for Accelerock. We have to make sure the Eviolite's gone. We do actually have knockoff on Passimian, so we can actually knock it off right here. So I'm just gonna go into Passimian. Passimian's choice right here. So I was expecting Quagsire or Lycanroc. Generally, it's not wise to go out into your. So we do reveal our Scarf, but Lycanroc, there's not really much you can do to me. Claydol. So I'll switch out on Claydol right here. Yeah, and it does reveal that it is a sweeper now. It does learn Crunch, and Crunch is gonna hurt. But I'm just gonna set up the rocks right here. There's no reason to not go out into the rocks right here. So Lilligant is gonna go out into, is gonna go for his shenanigans right here. So I am gonna teleport right here. I do hope it goes for the sleep powder. It does, which is very good to see. So actually I'm gonna go to Articuno. I mean, it will go for a Quiver Dance right here, but even still, even with +1 special defense, it won't do well against Articuno. Plus, it's stat. Oh, I forgot about Pollen Buff. Why do I keep forgetting? But still, even at +1 defense, Articuno just does way too much damage in this tier. So I do expect Accelerock right here, or a Rock type move. So I'm just gonna go into Claydol right here. Burn some sleep turns also, which is very good. So Claydol is just here just to eat as much damage as possible. Now we don't have to worry about any. We don't actually have to worry about any. What you call this thing? You don't have to worry about any shenanigans with regards to skill types. So we're not actually worried about that. But even at +1, Frosmoth still won't outspeed Jolteon, but that's fine because Jolteon, Frosmoth does have the Ice Scale ability. I forgot to talk about that, but Ice Scales is a very awesome ability because Ice Scales actually halves damage from special type moves. So even though Frosmoth is a sweeper, it's actually built more. Defensive. You can actually tank special hits. So, judging by Charizard's choice of move, and it also has heavy duty boost, so, and it has defog, so I don't think this is offensive, but I'm gonna go for I'm just gonna go for a play rough right here. The reason I'm expecting Quagsire to come in, and it does. I didn't want to go for a move that doesn't do much damage. So unfortunately, Quagsire is very bulky, and if I switch out into Frosmoth, that just is a dead giveaway that I do have a bigger ability. So I'm just gonna go out into Articuno right here. Articuno can do massive damage to this thing, even though it'll live. There's not really much in the side that actually wants to eat Choice Scarf, Freezing Glare, so Choice Spec, sorry. So I'm gonna go for the Freezing Glare right here. Even if he recovered, that still won't be enough. So we have gotten rid of his wall, which is awesome to see. So I'll just pile on the pressure right here and just switch out into Salvati. I don't think he'll take it out. I'll just go back out into Lycanroc. Let's just look. Play rough did 29%, so a Brick Break should be enough. There's no reason to keep this thing alive, or give it a chance to recover. So we are gonna Jolteon's gonna come out now. Claydol's still in effect, so I'll just switch it in. But Claydol will die to the Shadow Ball. So we're not really. Claydol is just here to. I want to preserve this. I want to preserve the Scarf under the sash. So that confirms that it's not Choice Scarf. It's Choice Spec, sorry. And until his Lycanroc dies, I can't really go for Frosmoth Sleep. So I'm just gonna go out into Passimian right here. I'm just gonna go out into. Actually, no. Let's do this. I'm gonna go for a multi-attack. Actually, let's go for the War. Let's go for the War. I wanna have chip damage. So it does have the heavy duty boost. So I'm just gonna go for the parting shot right here. Because I was expecting a volt switch. And Lycanroc is just here. Lycanroc is just here. And an Accelerock won't do much damage to Pissimian, so I'm just gonna go for the U-turn right here. No need to think too much about it, and then go out into Lycanroc. My Lycanroc. And now I can afford to have the Scarf, to burn the Scarf. If Scyther is wearing the boost, that's actually good news for me. So let's just go for a Stone Edge right here. And the Toxic does hurt, but we're fine. So and Accelerock should do it. Our Sash is broken, and there's no way we can get it back, unfortunately. So we'd have to heal, plus we'd have to heal, and also we'd have to heal, and we'd also have to get rid of the Toxic, and that's the battle. I mean, the Accelerock is too strong. I mean, if you bring Mons weak to Rock types, then you have to have an answer for Accelerock. So we didn't do that much. For example, right here, I mean, Charizard's weak, so you have to have a Ground type right here. So I do expect. Let's go ahead and declare already. Let's just get the rocks up ASAP. Right? No need to think deeply about it. Let's just get the rocks up. There's nothing Weezing can do to me that I'm scared of right here. I mean, it can have the neutralizing gas, but I don't think so right now. And he is going for the toxic spikes right here. So let me just rapid spin them away. Let's just show him I'm real, that I don't play games. So the question is this a sweeper Charizard, or is this defensive? It seems like a lot of the Charizards here are defensive, so I'm gonna go out into Lycanroc right here. I actually am going to go out into Lycanroc, and I'm actually gonna go for a Stone Edge right here, live. I ain't playing games. I was gonna go for the Fairy type move, the play rough, but there's no point. Just chip his Pokemon as much as I can. So I do suspect the Weezing's gonna go for Toxic Spikes right here. But even if he goes for an attack, I mean, what's he going to do to my Claydol right here? So I'm just gonna go for the Teleport right there, and then I'm gonna go out into my Articuno. Now, how real are you? The Freezing Glade is gonna do insane amounts of damage. I mean, Choice Specs. I mean, then we just go back out into Claydol because we don't have to think about it. I mean, the Shadow Ball was a great play. Let's put it that way. And I actually do lose my rocks. But it's gotten to survive. I don't think this bad boy is strong enough to take on my Silvally. So I am gonna go for the multi-attack right here. And unfortunately, Silvally, I need Silvally for the fighting type here, so I am gonna just switch out. I'm just gonna switch out, go back out into Articuno right here. Articuno puts in so much pressure, so it's very important that I keep it alive. So Weezing just gets to lay one stack of Toxic Spikes right here. Hitmontop. Is Hitmontop real enough to live a Choice Specs Freezing Glade? He is, which does imply that there is oh wow, that's way too much damage. Which does imply that there is a Assault Vest right there. So I'm not gonna think too much about it. I'm just gonna go for the U-turn. U-turn still should be enough to take this guy out at this amount of health. Then I'm gonna go back into. I wanna go into. Okay, who's Frosmoth going at? I mean, Frosmoth really punishes. Frosmoth really punishes his team right here. So I'm gonna go into Claydol right here. Claydol forces in Jolteon or Charizard, and then what does he want to do? That's the question. Because if he misses Fire Blast, which he doesn't, Okay, that's bad. I'm trying to think. Because Lycanroc forces in Palossand, and you don't have a move that is super effective. And then, okay, let's actually go into Passimian. Let's actually, because Passimian does learn Stealth Rock, sorry. It does learn Stone Edge, so I'm gonna fake out the Stone Edge, and I'm gonna go for a knockoff right there, doing insane damage. And wow, the Cobra Berry comes in clutch. I'm gonna go for another knockoff. I mean, Palossand is just here as a defensive option right here, and unfortunately I don't have my spinner, so this guy can just go with impunity right here. So I'm gonna go into Frosmoth right here. I do expect this guy is just gonna, this guy's gonna ride his luck. I'm gonna go for the Quiver Dance right here. I'm gonna go for the Quiver Dance right here. We do outspeed this Charizard right here. So you know what? I have the balls to do what I'm about to do. I'm gonna go for an Ice Beam right here. Then what answer do I have? Okay. I'm gonna go for the Ice Beam right here. And it does get the knockout right there. I mean, I had to go for it because Charizard was just insanely threatening my team right here. So I need to keep this thing alive because it does actually do insane damage to Palossand. So I'm just gonna go into Passimian right here. Passimian, get the knockout right there. He does go for a Curse, which is very dangerous from his part because I'm gonna go for the close combat. I'm just gonna go for the close combat. Unburden. I always forget about Unburden. And unfortunately, his he's faster. Sorry, his rocks do break my sash, so that's this is a very bad situation to be in because Lycanroc plus Ice Scales can actually do the business. I just need to T-Wave this thing right here, and he has to think very hard on how he's gonna go for his next move because I can't knock him out with multi-attack, so there's no point in going for it. If he goes on to Jolteon, then well played. But he doesn't know how to T-Wave, so this is a very pivotal turn right here because close combat won't get the knockout. Unfortunately, I'm not defensive. I'm specially defensive, so it's a very pivotal turn right here. My opponent is taking his time, which is very commendable. You don't want to rush things and make a rash decision that could get you an L. So my opponent is taking his time right here, taking their time. Could be a chick, what I know. The EQ does get the knockout, and unfortunately that's it. I mean, that's just GG. That's just GG. The guy was real enough to curse in my face, so that was GG. So that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully I will bring this team back again because I'm having so much fun. Utilize these options that generally aren't used because they're not the best. I mean, I'm surprised that Galarian Articuno didn't use you to begin with. So if you like the video, guys, make sure to hit the like button down below and make sure to comment down below what you think of this team, options I could bring in, or just generally Pokemon you like to see from the UU tier. What are your favorite Pokemons in the PU tier? So thank you guys for tuning in so much, and hope to see you for the next Pokemon Showdown video. Catch you next time.